Ooh, look at these. Look at the color. You never see them this big. Look at this beauty. He's huge. These guys are nutty. Yeah, I'd take those home. Big old dudes. I'm at a wicked big wholesaler, EFS, in Germany. And there's over 4,000 aquariums. They've given me a tour. They make aquariums. They're basically wholesale, I think, for some dry goods and mostly fish. But I've seen some really cool cichlids. I've seen some really cool pistos. I think I saw some rice fish. So I'm going to start touring. It's going to take a long time. They asked me how long it would take to film, and I said at least an hour, because 4,000 aquariums. This is one of those tours where I can't do it justice, but we can take it, like, I literally just turn around, there's something cool right here, I'll show you. I'll flip the camera. So right here we see kind of adult dark night rams, and there's multiple tanks of those for sale. Now these guys only sell to other, like, stores, so it's not a hobbyist. You can't just walk in, but you could be requesting these from your local fish stores, saying, "Hey, those come from EFS," and yeah, everything's individually filtered. You can see we've got gold rams here, and normal gold rams, a little bit better colored up with more light. Again, wholesale facility, and so they're not, you know, necessarily putting it on for show, right? Look at these guys. These curviceps, you never see them this big. You always see little babies. So if you ever wonder why people say, oh, Latacara curviceps are a great little fish, they're also peaceful. They grow up to look so good. I always get them and they're like this big in the store and no one ever buys them. So I saw plecos right here. So look at this guy. Big old dudes. Then you've got these guys. Then you've got these guys. Now the only thing they asked me was to not show prices, and so that's where you might notice, hey, the camera is moving a little fast and making sure to avoid some things. So you'll see a lot of going downward and fast movement because I can't show prices. They just don't want to create that friction between what shops are paying and what you know, customers pay. They don't want to make their lives harder, which is totally understandable. I get it. What else can we? Ooh, look at this guy. Color there. Now this green water, this is bifurin, so it's antibiotic and it's two gram positive, gram negative. Look at this beauty. Look at that. He's huge. You got some little green phantoms over here and here, I guess, right here, yeah. Ooh, look at this guy. Yeah, piece of PVC pipe works out really well. Let's see what else we find. Did I find Apistos? Nope. These are, you know, little micro rasboras. You can see the water here is tannin. They do much better in tannin water, so that's just a, you know, if you're ever having trouble bringing them in or do anything like that. Let's see, more plecos that way. And then we've got tiger barbs, green tiger barbs here. We're in Barb Town, okay. Keep walking through here. I found some cyprichromis. I found fish I would buy for my own fish room if I was in a different country and I had to import them. Ooh, these are nice Odessa barbs. They get that nice red on them. Great fish. The ones with less color are the females. Great fish though. Are these just younger ones? Yeah, these are just younger versions. So you might see this at the store, you would pass on it, you'd sleep on it going, that's not so good. I wonder if these are just females. Doesn't indicate that on the thing. But these guys, you're going, yeah, I'd take those home. Maybe it is male and female, because this looks like a group of females, and it looks like a similar group of males, size males down here. So, got some discus. Look at these buttes. Some wild type discus. Livebearer town. Some nice copper, like chocolate mollies. I want to get some of these kind of going in the fish room. That's one of my goals still, is to really do better with mollies. Ooh, some Brocus multivariatus. A bigger, is this a Giardini maybe? No, I'm not sure what type of silver arowana that is. These nice kind of orange with the black eye mollies. Or discus. I still want to do dalmatian mollies too. I feel like this is such a new, like a new person, like a newbie aquarium fish. But they're so good, and they're good out heaters. I love them. Especially with the lyretail. Yeah, you got the half blacks. Then we've got some nice creamsicles. And then if I go over here, start getting that lyretail. You see that lyretail shape where it goes up and down? Some nice silver mollies. I just feel like I haven't really done a lot on mollies, and I think they're one of the best aquarium fish if you have hard water. If you got a lot of minerals in your water, mollies will continually clean for you, which is a great trait to have in a fish. What do we got down here? Oh, Danios. Danio row. Oh, and rasboras. We'll keep looking. A lot of bettas. Looks like we're in Platy Town and Molly Town now. There's my sunset variatus that I love. Got some antibiotics going. Now the trick when you're walking a wholesale, like here's some panda platies, is I'm always looking for something unique. They were asking me like, what are you looking for? And I'm going, well, stuff I haven't seen before. And they're not gonna know what that is. I don't know what that is. So you gotta wander around for hours until you can, these guys are really nice. See that color? And these guys are really nice too. You gotta wander around. You don't know what you're looking for till you see it. Oh my gosh. Look at these crazies. They've got that mottled pattern. L56. These guys are nutty. All the same fish, just different mottled patterns. See? They're not in the catfish section. We're in the discus section now. You never know where you're gonna find something in any fish room. Ooh, look at these. I'm a kid in a candy store. You see the nice blue and red color on those, on that platy? Yeah, you get me in the Livebearer room and I'm going a little crazy. Some nice black mollies. They always show up really well in a planted aquarium. You also can see if they ever get sick or have ick very easy. It stands out really well. And so, yeah, it's, ooh, lyretail version of the same black molly. A lot of time the lyretail, the male can't breed, so you need lyretail females and normal males to breed together. That's just a kind of a tip there for you. See what else we got in Molly Town. We got the twinbar molly. These are kind of a crescent, like a sunset molly. You see they just have the bar on the top and the bottom. They call that a twinbar platy. Cool effect. Different than something like a Mickey Mouse platy. When you have the black tail, that's called a red wag platy. So the black tail means wag. When you have the black in the body, that's what you would call a tuxedo. So maybe you've seen tuxedo guppies or tuxedo platies. That's what that look is. So every trait has a little bit different of a name. So in here, again, kind of twin bar. These are just kind of normal with nothing. No tail trait. Ooh, look at these. Again, these guys just shine. Look at the color. Look how gold that is. I would buy these in a heartbeat if they were in America. You got some really dark black and blue platies. But these guys, imagine if you had them in a pond over the summer. Natural sunlight, that is going to glow back like the most, you know, like a piece of gold. These guys are really good too down here. Their platy game is on point. Yeah, these blues. See these blues? They're almost blue-green. You see that? These are really nice. Wherever they're importing these platies, they specialize in it and they're doing well. Some tuxedo golds. The panda platies. So you can see these guys aren't very happy. You see how they're kind of clamped up and they got meds? That's what you're looking for. They all clamped up. Happy? Not clamped up. Sad? Clamped up. And they probably just have a bacterial infection. They'll fight that off and it won't be too bad, but that's what you're looking for. We go over here. Here we see these are twinbar golds. And they have the meds. They probably already fought it off, but look at that kind of bluish sheen to the side. Wow. These guys are something different. These are a different type of like spotted molly, or I mean platy. Interesting. Turn a corner. Go into platy town again. And I want, ooh, another type of platy. Plume tail platies. So you see how the center part of the tail comes out? They call that a plume tail. I love when somewhere's got like a big variety so I can do some teaching. So yeah, the plume tail looks kind of cool when it's a black plume tail. When it's clear, not so much. You can get them where they're kind of fat or skinny. But nonetheless, interesting. Again, that kind of purpley colored one. And so what people don't know, swordtails, right? Swordtails don't have any color. You crossbreed platies, which have all of these crazy colors, with swordtails to make the color. So a lot of people don't know that. So the next section, I think, is swordtails, and we'll see if they got anything crazy hiding out in those. Looks like we got some random stuff back here. Got the limia vittata, rare livebearer. Just some guppy females. Ooh, Ameca splendens, a goodeid. It's nice to see. Just a wild type guppy with the blue. Actually, it's an Endler type. Ooh, look at these. Another type of Endler type, kind of a magenta. The fireball platies, you know, one of my favorites. They're short body. A lot of color. Yeah, they just look good. I'm always a fan. I like if they stay a little bit small and there's that burst of color. A lot of other people like to use something like an ember tetra, where I'm more of using the Livebearers. They make more for me, and they've got that nice deep red color. Wow. Okay, see? Never seen it before. Short body, red wag with the plume tail. They look like little rocket ships. Look at that one's got a bottom sword. See how it comes out the bottom? That's a fish I've never seen before. I would keep those little rockets in my aquarium for sure. Good looking fish. We've got the bleeding heart platies. So you'll see they'll kind of have the red lines and stuff, known as the red or the bleeding hearts. Some black Berlin swords. The thing to know about these swordtails, you can't turn all the fins black or they get cancerous. So usually you want a nice deep black body but clear fins. That keeps a healthy line. Same thing you see up here. All the fins are clear. And you can see some with the actual sword up here finally. See that right there? Yep. Ah, some mollies snuck in over here. Some dragon's blood mollies. Look at that guy. Koi swordtails, they call that koi because they got the red, white, and black. Like koi fish, like a sanke. They used to call them sanke, but no one knew what sanke was, so then they had to switch it to koi and people knew that. What we got here? Ah, some tequila. Focus, enhance, bad lighting. The tequila sunrise goodeid. These are the smallest livebearer, the Heterandoformosas. Males in there are full grown. Those are pretty much full grown females too. So we can find some big assorted swordtails. think I'm gonna go find some cichlids, the Apistos and some of those Lake Tanganicans next. I found some Murius puffers. You know when you see the pictures and they're actually red online? Most of these are a nice red color, kept in their own little things so they can't eat each other. You can see a few more over here. In America, we get this version, this brown log. They've got some of the nice red ones, again, brown log color. So interesting to see. They're cheaper, but these guys, same fish, same Murius puffer, but with the color. And when I asked them, they're like, yeah, these are hard to find. And I said, yeah, I've never seen nice colored ones in the US. So here they've got some featherfin ventralis you don't see very often, which is super cool. They've got some frontoses up top and some more ventralis. These you just don't see this big. They should be like $1 million because they take so long to grow. And got some nice Neolamprologus multifasciatus, the multis. But I'll show you some sips that I would take home in a heartbeat. These guys right here, they're already coloring up. These are Cypochroma leptosoma. These are the ones I normally breed. You see the blue that's starting to come in? That nice yellow tail. This is similar to what I was expecting with the ones I bought. You know, that nice intense color. These guys don't have great light. They're already colored up. They're stressed out in an environment in a wholesale. Like these, don't get me wrong, these are good. I'm just saying, they could be so much more beautiful, and that's what I was expecting when I bought my Cypochroma. So, yeah, they've got different types of Neolamprologus burchardi. We've got these guys that I hadn't really seen before. Let me make sure I'm not putting the price, but these morai. Not like the dolphin head cichlid, but they've got the albino negropinus, which are cool. And then up here they've got the normal neon blue negropinus. These guys get, when you hit them with the right light, the side is an absolute electric blue. Some yellow labs. See, these ones up here a little bit more like I like more of the black line. Ideally all the fins, like the pectorals and the top fin will be a dark black. These guys getting better. Like that male right there, good looking fish. So, you know, I like the color well developed in my African cichlids when I'm purchasing. Got some Mandaka rice fish here. These guys over here were pretty cool. These are some orange Mandakas, but they've got a lot of speckling on them. The light's playing tricks, but they're looking good. Here is some nice Apistogramma borelli opals. These guys stay smaller, so they only get about that big, which is nice. They also can go cooler water, so you don't necessarily have to heat the tank like you would. The color is really nice on them. And then so if you can find a nice Apistogramma borelli in a pair, a lot of times you only see the males, so you can get the pairs, worth it. And then they have the best double reds I've ever seen, or not double reds, vieja. Look how colorful these guys are. Apistogramma vieja, also known as the redneck Apisto. These guys from the Czech Republic. I asked them if they used hormones. They said no. I thought for sure. They're just all fired up, looking great. You know, they've got, you know, all the other Apistos too, like the benchai. They're a little small. Over here, they've got Apistogramma cockatoides. They've got, you know, the double reds or the super reds here. So they've got them all. What do they got right over here? Kongslowai. Wow, I don't know, they're so colored up. If they're not using hormones, I am so impressed. You just don't see that kind of color most often. Then we come over here, some Nanacara anomalies. Pretty cool. Similar to the Curviceps, I've had these as well. Then you've got some Nanacara adokas. I showed these, I think they had them at Zoobox in a much bigger set that I'd never seen before. Some more anomalies up here. They get that nice kind of blue steel looking face. All right, well, I know everybody's waiting on me to kind of finish filming, so I'm gonna wrap it up with you guys. This is all brackish water. I didn't even scratch the surface of here. Super jealous. I wish I had a place like this to order from. The health is amazing, and selection, prices seem good. So if you're a local store in Europe, I'd do some purchasing from here. I like a lot of other stores too, but hopefully this helps the hobby overall. Stores start ordering better fish, better quality. We as fans get better fish. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, and Germany's been a blast.